Go ahead.
Okay, so our presentation is the rise of the West, industrialization. I am Megan, that you people can introduce.
You know me, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do we get from this to this?
Okay.
I'm
doing it at the end.
Okay, industrialization boosted economic power and accelerated Western civilizations beyond most other nations at the time. Here's a factory.
So before the Industrial Revolution, most people lived in the country and most things were made by hand and not by machine. And industrialization left a lot of farms bankrupt, and it also changed the role of women. Okay, so before the revolution, most women stayed at home, but during the revolution, women left home to work in textile and piecework factories, and life became harder for them because they had to balance like factory work and then like taking care of kids and home life, and many families became dependent on the income and money that women and children earned from working in factories.
Okay. In the 19th century, technological advancements decreased cost and increased work quality. Steel became a major industry due to the easy access to coal, iron ore, and cheap water transport routes, especially in Pennsylvania, where the Carnegie Steel Mill came up. So the company increased profits, minimized inefficiencies with labor ownership, raw materials, and transportation infrastructure. And the rise of the steel industry drove America's growth as well. Factories, child labor.
So a lot of young children were forced to work in unsanitary places for extremely long hours, and the Factory Act was an act that was attempted to aid children and limit child labor.
Labor strikes. So that's an example of a labor strike when the workers protest harsh working conditions, wage cuts, and long hours. And plus, the machines were becoming more advanced. They became more dangerous, too. There were numerous injuries involved with these. And then an example of a strike was 1892 at the Pennsylvania Steel Mill. It's a picture. So the Carnegie Steel general manager, Henry Frick, sent Pinkerton guards on the protesting workers, and the Pinkertons were actually bodyguards for Lincoln, so they're well-trained. And the Union workers were defeated, and 10 of them were actually killed by the Pinkertons. And the labor movement was ruined for decades because of this.
Okay, so the Industrial Revolution was dependent on two things. First, iron, and second was textile mills and the steam engine.